The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Now it's 6 on DC News Now. We're soaking up the very warm evening that is out there, but storms, they're on the way for Saturday. When do they arrive? We'll break down that timing in just a bit.
And breaking news along the Anacostia River, the accusations that emergency crews went to the wrong location when a car drove into the river.
Plus, the Commanders make another change, this time suspending one of its players. We'll tell you why.
And demanding a recall, attorneys general in 17 states say it's time for the federal government to step in and end carjackings by taking Hyundais and Kias off the streets. That Stretch Your Dollar segment coming up. Good Friday evening, and thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
And I'm Annalisa Gale filling in for Chris Flanagan. We have a lot to talk about this evening, but first, here's meteorologist Damon Matson with a look at our weekend forecast. Damon, lots of people looking forward to the weekend despite what we have going on.
Yeah, it's going to be hot and muggy today, and we're going to expect some storms to move in over the weekend.
Yeah, exactly right. It's deceiving, if you will, where you're enjoying a beautiful, very warm evening, but things are going to turn on a dime tomorrow. Check out those current temperatures. We just fell short of 90 degrees across most of the DMV, but 88 Frederick, Leesburg, Waldorf. My goodness, it does feel more like summertime out there than anything else, and it's going to stay very warm even as that sun sets. No worries for you this evening. We'll just watch as those temperatures fall back into the mid-70s, but your Friday night plans, no concerns, no, not even a need for a jacket out there. Now, it stays quiet into the morning tomorrow, but it's tomorrow afternoon that we are going to be dealing with issues. Check this out here, folks. We have a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather covering the I-95 corridor, DC and southern Maryland, as we are talking about the threat for some severe thunderstorms. Now, what exactly will those bring as they cross through the area, and how quickly do they leave? We'll have a full check of that forecast here in just a bit.
Amen, thank you. And breaking now, we now know one of the 3 victims who died when this car plunged into the Anacostia River.
Officials now say in total they found 2 men and a woman dead following that incident. Witnesses saw the car go into the river near the Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge in southeast D.C., and crews found that car shortly before midnight. Our political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming has been investigating accusations that emergency crews went to the wrong location, delaying the rescue.
Yeah, so Leonard, you also spoke with DC's auditor who investigated the 911 call center, and she's calling for immediate transparency in this case.
That's exactly right. There are many unanswered questions on how did this happen and what was going on inside that car when it plunged into the river. And there's also the question of whether the 911 call center sent emergency crews to the wrong place.
We absolutely remain concerned, and one of the things that is most concerning is the issue of transparency and being forthright about what happens when something goes wrong.
DC Auditor Kathleen Patterson has been critical of the 911 call center. We asked the auditor about accusations bubbling up from 911 critics that emergency crews were sent to the wrong bridge for that submerged car and a delayed response time. 3 people died after plunging into the Anacostia River late Thursday near the Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge.
You guys find anything yet?
Nothing yet. We're searching the South Half Street Bridge right now.
Initially, rescuers went to the 11th Street Bridge. Listening closely, and it appears the caller or complainant may have changed the location from their initial 911 call.
I just got off the phone with the complainant. She's now saying the Frederick Douglass Bridge.
DC's Office of Unified Communications says it is investigating why crews were mistakenly sent to the 11th Street Bridge.
We'll always have human error. There will always be mistakes, but it's really important for the agency to be completely front and center and transparent with the community.
The first 911 call came in at 10:32. Authorities eventually found a man and a woman outside the vehicle. Police have not yet confirmed the gender of the third victim. A statement by the 911 call center says, based on the information provided by the caller and the information presented by location determining technology, we were unable to immediately pinpoint the exact location of this tragic incident.
One of the things our audit shows was a failure on the part of some call takers to use the technology that they have, to use the mapping technology that tells them very quickly where something occurs.
The cause of the crash remains under investigation. Reporting from the studio, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now. Back to you.
Thanks, Leonard. Well, breaking news, the National Football League is suspending 5 players for violating the league's gambling policies there. That includes Washington Commanders defensive end Shaka Toney. Toney, along with 2 other Detroit Lions players, are suspended indefinitely through at least the conclusion of the 2023 season. The 3 may petition for reinstatement at the conclusion of this season. Lions wide receivers Stanley Berryhill and Jameson Williams were suspended for 6 games for betting on non-NFL games from a league facility. And a spokesperson for the Commanders now saying in a statement, quote, "We had been made aware of the suspension of Shaka Toney. We have cooperated fully with the NFL's investigation since receiving notice and support the league's findings and actions." Sports director Derek Forrest will have more on this story and more at 6:50.
And the DC Police Department is mourning one of their own today. Sergeant Jin Park, an 11-year veteran of the department, died in a motorcycle accident on his way home from work. He worked in the 4th District. Chief of Police Robert Conti released a statement saying, "Let us honor his memory and find strength in the knowledge that his actions with our department had a positive impact on all those around him." Sergeant Park is survived by his mother and brother.
And we now know the name of the driver who died in the Beltway crash in Clinton, Maryland on Wednesday night. 30-year-old Bridget Harris died at the scene after her car hit the back of a tow truck. That tow truck then hit the back of a Maryland State Police car. This video from our contributor Moco PG News shows multiple emergency crews who responded to that crash. No one was in that tow truck or the patrol car at the time.
And an important new update tonight on a story we've been following for you on DC News Now. 2 top prosecutors in a DMV are pleading for a recall of used Hyundai and Kia models.
That's right. The vehicles have been the victims overwhelmingly in recent waves of car thefts. DC News Now's consumer reporter Ben Dennis has been tracking the trend and getting some answers.
Well, the numbers don't lie. Carjackings and thefts are up, and it's Kias and Hyundai models that are increasingly susceptible to these bad actors. And now 18 state attorneys generals are asking the feds to put a recall on many models that are so easy to steal. Now, DC News Now has chronicled the turmoil drivers say they're forced to face. And because certain used Kias and Hyundais lack anti-theft engine immobilizers, it's those mechanisms that DC Attorney General Brian Schwab and Maryland AG Anthony Brown want recalled. They sent this letter to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration requesting it get done for 2011 to 2022 models. Now to the numbers. DC carjackings are up 300% in the past week compared to the same week last year. 24 incidents this week, 148 so far this year, which is a 21% increase compared to 2022. And those figures don't account for car thefts where a driver or passenger was left stranded. And in Prince George's County, Maryland, there have been over 2,500 stolen vehicle reports this year alone. Here's how prosecutors want the feds to step in, but first, the real-world implications of these crimes.
They had carjacked someone else and had committed several armed robberies in my vehicle.
My side mirror had been knocked, had been broken, and then my back window, the small mirror, had been just shattered.
This is a national issue, and it's a real public safety issue, and it's one that's also hitting hard in the district. And these vehicles are being stolen, but they're also being used in other crimes. They're being used for joyrides and reckless driving. And that's an issue that we need to address. And through this letter, as a first step, we're trying to accomplish that goal.
And once a federal recall is issued, consumers do not have to pay for any parts that need replaced or service that's involved. And a list of all vehicle recalls can be found at NHTSA.gov. And it's there that drivers can input their vehicle's VIN number to see if their own car needs servicing. In the newsroom, Ben Dennis, DC News Now.
And NHTSA responded to the prosecutors asking them for a recall. They somewhat dodged the question if they'll issue one at all, saying that they'll keep doing what they have been and will continue to monitor the situation.
New tonight, the Alexandria, Virginia Sheriff's Office has launched a new wellness mobile app for its employees. A spokesperson for the department says part of the reason is that deputies are exposed to traumatic incidents at much higher rates than the general population, making them more susceptible to physical and mental health issues. Through the app, users can now access videos on suicide prevention, alcohol abuse, yoga, mindfulness, nutrition, and more. That idea came from Sheriff Sean Casey, who took over in 2022. He says employee wellness is one of his top priorities.